make it. So this is a pretty complex model, so I'm gonna try to go a little bit faster and not explain it as much as my other design, so this video doesn't end up being really long. So you're gonna start by folding the right to the left edge. Then you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Make sure this crease is like that. Now you're gonna open that up and turn it in 90 degrees. Then you're gonna fold this top point down to the bottom point. Then you're gonna fold it in half the other way. Now you're gonna flip it over. This is like my crane video, which I posted a little while ago. So you're gonna poke the center. No, I meant to do it on this. I have to do this again. So you're just gonna reverse this crease. Sorry, I messed that up kind of. Then you're gonna open that up and finally poke the center and form a preliminary fold. Make sure you give it a sharp crease. Now you're just gonna fold this edge to here, this way. Do the same thing on the other side. Just fold it in like that. Now you're gonna fold this tip down along this edge. And then you're gonna open all this up. This is a pretty tricky step, but it's not that tricky if you're into origami right now. So you're just gonna pull this flap up and collapse the sides in like this, reversing the creases that you've already made. Not making any new creases really. Just reversing the creases that you already made. You're gonna flatten that out. Crease it sharp and nice. Now you're gonna fold this edge to this edge, starting from this point. I'll do it and then explain what I just did. So I basically made a crease that starts from this point and goes along this edge. And the most important thing is to line it up to here, but I like making it accurate up here too. Now you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Now we're gonna unfold that. We're gonna have to do two inside reverse folds here. So you're gonna fold this flap over, like so. And you're gonna fold down here. You're gonna fold down across here. Then you're gonna collapse the sides in along that crease. You're not making, you're only making one new crease, which goes along this line. Then you're gonna flatten it out. This is what will reinforce the edges, this next step. So you're gonna open this up, fold this edge to here. Then you're gonna fold back down. Do the same thing on the other side. Folding this edge to the bottom, right there. And then fold it back down. And now this is probably the most difficult step of the plan. So you're gonna flip it over. No, actually this isn't the most difficult step of the plan. The next most difficult step is this cannon here. So you're basically gonna swivel that up. Then it's gonna wanna flatten that way, but that's not how you want it. You wanna put your finger in here and flatten it so this crease is on this edge. And just to know, this plane is not even close to hard compared to my other designs which I've been working on. And you're just gonna do the same thing on the other side. Pulling this edge to this edge, swiveling it. And as you see, this isn't gonna do that anymore because I got my finger in it while I was doing it. You're just gonna flatten it the same way you did on the other side, this crease landing on that edge. Now, as you can see, this plane looks pretty nice. So now you're just gonna tuck this one under. And this is how you're gonna make the pre-folds for the cannon. So you're just gonna unfold that, then fold this edge up, just like so. Pretty easy. Then you're gonna make a crease along here, just running from that edge that you already made, the petal fold. Now you can see this is getting pretty close from being done, but we only have a couple more steps left. So you're basically gonna fold this down, like, just try to get it like how I'm doing it here. There's no exact measurement on how to do these. So just try to do this. Then you're gonna inside reverse fold that. It's a bit tricky because it's small. And you're gonna book match it. So you're gonna fold it in half this way. Now you're gonna fold this edge just like the other. And then inside reverse fold that. Make sure it's lined up with the other one before you make a really sharp crease. Here. Then unfold that. Now you're gonna make the jet fold of the plane. So you're just gonna fold this down again and then keep it folded like that. And then you're basically gonna put your thumbs here, your pointer fingers and your other fingers back here. And you're just gonna swing like this. And just try to get a little bit off this edge. I think I messed up. Okay, now you're gonna crease sharply. That's another pretty tricky step. Okay, now you're gonna make a crease that goes from here to here. Just like so. And just try to leave a little bit of a gap here so it doesn't tear. Just a tiny little gap. Now you're gonna crease sharply there. I forgot to fold this flap up. Crease sharply. Now you're gonna unfold this. So we basically have a finished plane here, but now we're gonna need to do a couple tricky steps. So you're basically just gonna unfold this partially and put your thumb like about, for me, I have really small fingers, so you're gonna start with your like thumb, another thumb width, and then like poke it right there and fold this parallel to these pockets here, which are going to end up being a locking mechanism of the plane. Alright, so now before I lock the plane, I'm going to make the cannon. I'm sorry, but this is a pretty difficult step. So you're going to unfold here. Inside reverse fold like that. Then you're gonna have to inside reverse fold it like that, which is kind of a tricky step. It's the hardest step of the plane. Just gonna go very gentle so the cannon looks good. You're done with the swiveling cannon. If you want to thin it out, you could just fold like this edge up to the top or whatever. I don't know. There's tons of different ways to make this plane. I might make up an alpha version of this in the future. Okay, now we're gonna fold it in one more time. The other one. Now you're gonna make the afterburners of the plane. This is a pretty easy step. So you're just gonna push in there. This is the last step of the plane. Now you have a finished plane. Here's the final plane, Neptune, which we just made. So you can see there's afterburners, these really cool, like, I don't even know what to call them. And the swiveling cannon, which you can swivel. Let me show you how to fly to New York City.